Butterfly, how's it? Auntie Dawn back with you for another Choose Aloha Pump You Up session. Because champions always choose Aloha and Aloha always wins. Thank you very much. There's a great quote when it comes to our latest, greatest superpower, compassion in action. It's also known as empathy. Can you say empathy with me? See, if you're an empathic person, you said empathy. Good job. Empathy is said to be the highest form of knowledge, and knowledge is power, so empathy is a superpower. You knew I was going to drive it back to the superpowers. By the way, empathy is a little bit different if you've heard of sympathy, which is also good, but not quite the same superpower. To really make a difference in somebody's life, we need to do more than just feel sympathy when they are hurt, angry, or sad. We need to go beyond sympathy, just feeling bad for them. I feel so bad for you. Oh my gosh, that's awful. And that's empathy. Empathy is more than sympathy. Now, here's the quote I was telling you about. Empathy is to walk a mile in another person's slippers. Sympathy is to be sad that their feet hurt. Empathy is to walk a mile in somebody's slippers. Try feel that one out. Have you ever imagined what it was like walking in someone else's shoes? Or to try to understand where they're coming from? It's a game changer. No, it's a life changer. Oh, now we're talking. This ain't no game, it's life. Empathy is really listening and letting go of judgments to connect with another person's heart. When you have empathy, you have a deeper emotional connection with another person and you communicate to them, you are not alone. You are not alone. Empathy is a very important, it's a VIP superpower because it's the start of having compassion for someone. And compassion in action is what allows us to act upon our empathy for others. Compassion motivates us beyond just feeling bad to help fix what is causing the suffering, or at least to lessen the person's pain by hearing them out and being there for them, with them. When we understand the pain or suffering of others and do something about it, superpower, when you do something to help, when you do something to alleviate the pain, when you do something to solve the problem, you are practicing compassion in action. We connect with others in a very powerful way when we do this, and what happens ultimately, the real deal, biggest, hugest part of this all, is that when we help others, we help ourselves. It's a win-win-win situation. Winning is winning. Yeah, you. You knew I had to slip that in there at some point. Yeah, you. Today we're going to make this very real. I'm going to give you a scenario, something that has very likely happened to you or someone you know. Take out your G journal. Handy dandy at my right hand side. Take out your gratitude journal and draw an outline of a foot. If we were in class, I'd give you a handout that looks like this. That's not my foot. I have a very large foot. This would be a baby Tongan foot. I have the other one, but I won't show you. I have the grown-up adult Tongan foot. I'd like you to have that picture going in your G journal. Go ahead and draw it for yourself, and to have empathy for a person who is in this situation I'm about to give you. Write down all of the things this person might be thinking. Write down all of the things they are feeling. How might they think and act that way? For example, if somebody was being bullied, what would they be thinking? I remember being bullied in middle school, and I thought, what's wrong with me? Why do people hate me? Why are they mean? I didn't even do anything. Is it because of the way I look? And I started to believe some of the lies. So what are they thinking? If somebody's being bullied, the second part was, what are they feeling? As I felt hurt, and I felt lost and confused, and I felt rejected and abandoned. I felt alone. So on that foot, when I give you the scenario that you draw in for yourself on a fresh page, why is that? What is the person thinking and feeling? That'll help us to have a compassion for them. Finally, write down a few ways that you could show compassion to the person. For example, the bullied person. Maybe I'd go sit at lunch with that girl if she was by herself, if I was in middle school today. Maybe I'd make sure to try to be her friend and sit next to her in class and blow up her likes and hearts on social media, IG, and love the TikTok dances. How could you show compassion to someone who is in that situation? Now, you're asking, I'm so glad you asked, who is the person in the situation and what is the situation, Auntie Dawn? Are you ready? This one's big. I said we're going to get very personal and very real today, and here it is. You have two huge options. The first option of the person in the situation is you may choose yourself. To detail yourself and having compassion and empathy for yourself walking through a very difficult time in your life, a hard season. It could even be right now during the COVID crisis lockdown. This is called self-compassion. You love yourself, and that's a good thing, not a bad thing. The most important compassion of all is self-compassion, because compassion starts first with you. You cannot give out what you don't have already inside your heart or inside your cup. You have to have something in there to pour something out. You may choose to be more mindful about the hard time of going through quarantine or lockdown. Or perhaps it's your parents' divorce. Maybe it's the death of a loved one recently, or being bullied online. So the first option, all of those are tough times, and allowing yourself to be mindful and heartful, to have self-compassion, is a start of overcoming and getting stronger and more resilient. It's not post-traumatic stress disorder, it's post-traumatic growth. You come out stronger and better. So, what were your thoughts and feelings as you draw in your foot? You can draw the foot outline, so list all your thoughts and all your feelings. How can you be more compassionate to yourself? That's important. Now, if you don't like the first option, you're thinking, oh, I'm good, Auntie Dawn. I did it, it works. We're all good, but we still need to have self-compassion. Second option that you can also do, it doesn't have to be either or, it's both and, you get all. Second option, pick someone who has hurt or betrayed you badly. How might you understand where they are coming from, their thoughts or feelings? That's what you're going to write outside of the foot. If it's somebody who hurt you badly, their thoughts and their feelings. What made them think or feel to act that way towards you? I shared how my parents divorced when I was a little girl and how it hurt badly, and it led me to thoughts of self-harm and even suicide. Thank goodness that didn't work. As I've gotten older, I tried to have more compassion and empathy for my mom and dad. They grew up in hard times. Both of them grew up in really poor families and families that had a lot of trauma and trial. And that, realizing all of their thoughts and feelings, helped me to heal and be more understanding. In fact, my dad passed away 8 years ago, but my mom's still alive. She lives on a neighbor island, and I try to love on her and help her as much as I can. I love my mom now today. So what, now what, so what, now what? Your turn. Draw that foot in your G journal and picture yourself or that other person who hurt you badly. Write down all your thoughts and all the feelings that you can think that would make them act that way. You may even use an affirmation and say out loud, I forgive you. Try it right now. I forgive you. And I can understand better now. I'm sorry for what happened to you. Or you could say this one after the I forgive you, I understand better now, and I am sorry for what happened to you, Mom, or whoever. Or you can say this second affirmation, I am able to move forward and reclaim my personal power. Thank you. I am able to move forward and reclaim my personal power. Thank you. That's a powerful act that you just did. It's compassion in action. It's the exclamation mark at the end of Choose Aloha, and it's a VIP superpower. Yeah, you! And until next time, keep always choosing Aloha. A-L-O-H-A, a little aloha in our day.